Dear students, today we will discuss about the disease filaria or filariasis. The disease filariasis is caused by one of the nematode parasites Wuchereria bancrofti in many tropical countries of the world. In India, another species, namely Wuchereria malayi, is also responsible for causing this disease. The disease is transmitted from one person to another person by certain species of Culex mosquito. That is Culex cunicu fasciatus or Culex papiens or Culex fatigans. These species are responsible for the spreading of filariasis. So, mosquito is the vector or intermediate host. Like malaria, the Culex mosquito is the vector of the disease. Then morphology. The adult worms are slender and thread-like in appearance. The body color is creamy white. The anterior end of the body is slightly swollen and is marked as head end. The mouth is in the form of simple pore. The males are comparatively smaller in size than the females. That means the females measures about 100 millimeter in length, whereas the males measures about 40 millimeter in length. The males are measured 40 millimeter in length. So females are larger than the males. Then life cycle. It is a digenetic parasite. Digenetic means it completes its life cycle in two hosts. That is, one is the male and another is the mosquito, female Culex mosquito. So it is a digenetic parasite. The adult worms live in the leaf glands and leaf vessels of man. Copulation of male and female takes place in human body. That means inside the body of human. The females are viviparous and deliver well-developed larvae called as a microphyllary. The well-developed larva of the filarial worm is called microphyllary. Each microphyllary, after being hatched from the egg, measures about 0.24 millimeter in length and it is surrounded by a sheath-like covering. The microphyllary are commonly met within the peripheral circulation, mostly between 10 pm and 4 am. That is in night, because they show nocturnal periodicity. That is, during day they live in deeper blood vessels, but at night they migrate to the superficial blood vessels in the skin. When a Culex mosquito bites the infected human at night, the microphyllary along with the blood enter into the gut of the mosquito. Within 24 hours after entering into the gut, the microphyllary loses its sheath and penetrate through the stomach wall and reach the thoracic muscles of the mosquito. Inside the muscles, the microphyllary lie in lengthwise. Inside the muscle fibers, they gradually become shorter in length and increase in thickness. The embryo gradually increases in size and is called the infective stage. The time taken from fertilization up to the infective stage is about 2 weeks. That means from the infection to the fertilization stage, it takes about 2 weeks. Now the microphyllary leave the thoracic muscle and make their way to the labium of the mosquito. That means to the mouth parts. When this mosquito bites a healthy person, the worm enter into the body of man and migrate into the lymphatic system. And inside the lymph glands and lymph nodes, they develop into the adult worm. In this way, the filarial worm completes its life cycle. This is the structure of life cycle of Wuchereria bancrofti. It is the adult stage in the man. This is the larva in mosquito, larval stage. It is the mature larva in mosquito. Then, when the mature larva, then it is the microfilaria in man. This is the total life cycle of the Wuchereria bancrofti. That is, it completes its life cycle in two hosts. That is, one is man and another is the Culex mosquito. Then the symptoms. The symptoms are generally caused by the adult worms. The leaf glands and leaf channels are enlarged. In some cases, the arms, legs, and certain parts of male genital system such as scrotum, spermatic cord, testes also become enlarged. These symptoms are due to obstruction of lymph vessels. The legs become so much enlarged that they resembles the leg of an elephant. For this reason, it is also called as elephantiasis. The leg becomes the leg of an elephant. So this disease is also called as elephantiasis. The infected person also suffers from periodic fever for 4 to 5 days. The body temperature may ranges up to 103 to 105 degree Fahrenheit. Then diagnosis. The disease can be diagnosed by taking by taking night blood of the infected person and examining it to find the microfilaria. Then treatment. Although the treatment of filaria is not easy, still several antimony and arsenic compounds are useful to some extent. Neostibosan, an antimony compound, destroys the microfilaria quickly but has a slower effect to the adult worm. Arsenamide, an arsenic compound, kills the adult quickly but slower effect on microfilaria. Medicines may be taken in consultation with the doctors or physicians. Prevention and control. Filaria can be prevented by taking hetrazane orally. Control of filaria can be made by eliminating the breeding places of the mosquito, by spraying DDT or Gamaxin, etc. During night, mosquito nets should be used at the time of sleeping. National Filarial Eradication Program NFEP is making efforts to reduce the mosquito population and to treat the affected persons. This is the end of the filaria, the disease filaria. Then in the next class we will discuss about the immune system. Thank you.